this is a very special time that we are having this kind of congregation here, because these are exceptional circumstances. We just witnessed the global pandemic that led to worldwide shutdown. Then we are passing through this geopolitical shift that we are either talking directly or indirectly about. And in these times of grief and suffering and pain and strife, not only the collective prayers that we just did, also I think this deliberation becomes of colossal significance more than ever before, because I strongly believe that when the entire humanity comes under the threat, then humanity alone has the power to rise above it. And our effort, whichever direction it would take us to, would be of utmost significance in accomplishing that. And I think when we are talking about or inquiring about the question that role religion can play in strengthening the societies, it is equally important to inquire that how could we permit religion, which is such a profound experience for humanity, to get poisoned with hatred and intolerance and violence and aggression. And when such an opportunity comes, then I think it's a divinely gifted occasion, not only to deliberate upon it, not only to think about it, but also to come together as researchers and academicians and faith leaders and leaders and diplomats and politically astute people, to come together and declare this opportunity as a global, resolute, and determined response to this calamity of consciousness. And it's a calamity of consciousness because whenever we think about the solution, our resolutions, they are focused more on the external measures, changing the law, changing the regulation, changing the statutes, bringing the new act. And I'm not denying their importance, they are important, but they cannot alone bring a change unless there is a change in the way people think and address the issues. That's why Gurdev said that the entire transformation begins from within. And inner transformation can lead to a total transformation. In Sanskrit, we have got a very beautiful word, it's called Sahacharya. And Sahacharya means living together while respecting each other's identity. And India is the best example for it. We have 22 official languages, two short of Europe. We have 19,500 dialects, more than anyone could ever imagine. It encompasses the entire America. And we have more than 7,000 documented cultures. We have learned it long time ago that we can have different schools of faith. We can be coming from, like Honorable Vice Chancellor was saying, that Amavasya is treated with Satogun in one place and Tamogun in another. And it is that we have respected that this may be your way of thinking, this may be my way of thinking. In our schools of philosophy, we are treating the Vedant with the same respect as we are treating the Charvak. One is saying that everything is the divine consciousness and nothing more than that or nothing less than that. And another is saying that I don't even believe in it. For me, this body is the everything. Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya punaragamnam kuta. And we have respected both. And this idea of the human approach that had been there in the Indian sentiments and Indian way of thinking had been there for long time ago. 5,000 years ago, Mahopanishad declared with so much of power and sentiment that Ayam Nijah Paroveti Ganana Laguchetasam Udara Charita Namtu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. This is mine, that is yours. That kind of thinking can belong to the children. For those who are grown up, for those who have got the bigger hearts, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, entire world is one single family. And that precise sentiment should be the foundation of the approach that one should take. And we should have this strong belief in ourselves that if the misfortune is coming, and misfortune is coming on everyone, then we should put our differences aside and fight this misfortune together as one single family, one single race, one single civilization, and one single humanity. I remember Gurudev said long time ago, imagine a person who wrote 3,400 books. And last 5 years of Gurudev's life were prophetic writing. He was writing the books, if you read only the title of it, you would think what's being written. Navyug ka संविधान, परिवर्तन के महान क्षण, समस्याएं आज की समाधान कल के, सत्युग की वापसी. And he said that time that only way that this approach of peace building could happen if four things are there. Ekata, Samata, Shuchita, Mamata. He said we need to have solidarity. I was only mentioning it this morning that when from a evolutionary point of view. Homo sapiens came. Also there were Davidsonian men, also there were like Cro-Magnon men, also there was Neanderthal men, there were other species. And unlike popular belief, they were not only physically robust, they were also cognitively more evolved than us. But we still managed to survive. We managed to survive in spite of being the smallest species, in spite of being the feeble species, in spite of being the less evolved species as compared to other. Only because we were able to cooperate. We were able to develop a relationship, forge a relationship as human to human together. And that strength and ability of us being together because of the humanity is our true strength. And I think that idea Gurudev said as the solidarity. Samata, equality. Mamata, sacredness. Shuchita is the, Mamata, compassion. Shuchita is the sacredness. These all four together.
अब आप शांति कुंज वीडियो यूट्यूब चैनल देखें कभी भी कहीं भी। डाउनलोड करें शांति कुंज वीडियो मोबाइल ऐप, उपलब्ध है गूगल प्ले स्टोर एवं एप्पल स्टोर पर भी।
हमारे YouTube चैनल शांति कुंज वीडियो गायत्री परिवार को सब्सक्राइब करें एवं बेल आइकन जरूर दबाएं ताकि गायत्री परिवार की विभिन्न गतिविधियों की जानकारी आपको मिलती रहे।